let's look at some pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll look at the ones that we've already edited.
Okay.
They actually get a perspective of what they look like edited, you know.
Yeah.
Opposed to this one versus, this one. The face looks a little exposed better.
By the way, I put that one up on my Facebook.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you saw that. People loved that picture. They just went nuts on the wall.
I remember the first time I was like, oh, she has a fan page, and I want to look at it, because I'm just so used to having my regular, and there are lots of people follow that, and my fan page I kind of forgot about for a while.
Yeah.
I'm starting to do stuff now.
Yeah, there you go. And I saw you on Instagram. I follow you.
I just started
I know.
a week and a half ago or so.
I was like, Jeremy's on here.
Yay. And I was like, oh, she's on there. Well, number 400. But I saw that the first time that I saw the picture, I was like, oh, I posted one of my pictures from the studio or something like that. And I was like, people are going to say how great my pictures are. Nope, they're just going to say how much they love you. And, wow, there's quite a few marriage proposals in here.
Tell you, if you want to get marriage proposals, have Scott take pictures.
Oh, yes.
Unless they're wedding photos, and then that's just awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so we're going to screen share, so they actually won't be able to see our lovely faces.
Oh,
good. I should have been sucking in the whole time.
Oh, you missed your chance.
Okay, and we will screen share your pictures.
Okay. Oh, now I see them.
Now they see the pictures.
Okay.
And green. Or do you like yellow better?
Green?
Are you a yellow person or a green person?
Oh, let's do what?
So you will hit 7 for yellow if you
Is that
really like.
Okay, well I do.
I don't know if that helps you sort down. You don't even have to actually do anything because.
Oh wait, which one is? Was that the one?
So I did one without the horizon and one with, and then I did a black and white. So you have 3 versions of this picture.
Wow. Oh, I don't know. I think I like actually that one.
Well, you don't have just sort through these ones because we're actually these are all done and ready for you. So what happened is she didn't know. I didn't do a very good job of letting her know that I actually had 95 pictures of her instead of just the 5 she saw on Facebook.
Oops. Like that one.
She found out 5 minutes ago.
I was like, Scott, were there any more pictures? And he's like, well, I guess. And I thought there was only 5. Really, there was 95. Oh, these are cool.
See? There are fun, happy ones.
There's lots of fun, happy ones. Okay.
It was like, I'm pretty sure there are.
Oh, black and white or color? I don't know. That one's really cool. Black and white. Kind of cool. That funky bus in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, I had a friend say that I saw a picture, and I'm like, hey, that's the bus.
Oh,
she
really?
She had taken some. It was supposedly up in Draper for a long time.
Really?
Yeah. It's not anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I'll stop taking pictures.
No, you can. I mean, it doesn't bother me because they're all edited. We should find one, though, to post today.
Yeah. Oh, da-na-na-na-na.
You kind of look like your little Japanese anime star in this one with your hair.
It's true. I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. I think I like that one in black and white better. Don't you think so?
Yeah. There's some smudges on the window right next to it if you go back to clear up around your face.
Oh, looks like I have blemishes.
There you are.
That one looks like an anime character.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to take over the world type thing.
That fire was pretty cool.
Yeah, look at that smoke and stuff. Pretty.
I was actually, I don't like, I was like, oh, the fire will be really cool. And I got outside, I was like, it's just going to be a mess, you know? It's not going to do anything. But I was like, you know, we're closed. Might as well drive around the lake that way.
I love this one. And the black and white one. This one is Lindsey Hobo. Ooh, which one do you like better? Do you like this one better? Or do you like...
Hobo's a better word for a girl than tramp, right? Like super tramp. Get it?
I get it. My little sister, when she first heard Devin's YouTube name, she would call him Devin Super Skank. She's like, oh, is Super Skank coming? It's Super Tramp.
Synonyms. Fair play. There. Inspiring.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Very good chance. Look at that hair.
Yeah, the hair.
Now you have to do a square though.
Yes. Or I might.
I'll just take an
do
Instagram picture of you in square.
It's true, that is correct. I might also do one. I might do a poster.
Definitely.
Pending.
What did you present your fan club say?
What? Oh, I should have Kat here. Kat, are you there?
She can come on the hangout. Let's see in a second. I want to just check to see if anyone is saying anything.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, well, in the meantime, you can unscreen share and see your face while you're doing this.
Oh!
Just a second. I've got the other screen going.
Got the controls.
On your wall.
Oh, I was tagged in some wedding photos.
Put it right on my wall and tag you. Because then it goes to both.
Yes. We're hanging out on Google. Did you know you can do live YouTube chats now?
So it's going to be on YouTube of one, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a YouTube combo thing.
I'll try to be more exciting.
Yeah. I think we just have fun. We're scared doing it. Over here. Ta-da. Oh, well. Pardon that interruption. Back to your...
Back to my viewing. Oh, that is a cute picture.
Thanks. Oh, wait. Let's picture. And then look.
Oh. Yeah, a happy couple. Where was that?
Seattle. Get married here.
So fun.
Okay. Back to life. Did you have fun on your photo shoot?
I had so much fun. I did. He has fun. He goes, when he wants you to smile, he goes, hee 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 hee.
See, smile.
He's
Wait,
like,
wait, no, serious.
So I'll be smiling. And then it makes you laugh every time. Never fails.
But I also do.
Hey, or no, hi.
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 Hi, how are you?
And all of a sudden you're like, so yeah, fun times.
It's
remember that song?
The one I was singing? No.
Oh.
I don't remember songs I sing. You meow. Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
So let's just do that one. I will do black and white or color. I feel like I can't decide which one I like better. That one or this one?
Go back. So this is your what is it? Smiley face?
This is peaceful. I'm in a field of wheat.
Is it wheat?
I don't know what it is. That one's lovely. I like all three of these ones. That one
Isn't
is
she
nice. Da-na-na-na. I'm just gonna think about that later. Okay. Okay.
Oh no. I love the smoke pouring in from the left hand side of that one. I think people can make, just keep on doing your thing, but they can make comments on the little hangout thing.
Oh, really?
Ask questions. Maybe they should ask questions.
Oh, they could ask questions, yeah.
See how many will you marry me is.
Oh, goodness.
Are you gonna get it? Oh, look. Someone joined us.
Oh, good. How can you tell if they joined?
He's right there. He's a friend of mine.
Oh.
Hello.
Second.
Oh.
Do I have a microphone?
Dan, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Just a second, man. I don't think I have it on.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we had to turn off headphones because, there's two of us.
Okay, cool. That's a great shot.
Yeah, how's Outdoor Retailers?
Oh, it's good. It was fun. It's all done.
Oh, you're back home?
Nope, I'm still in your city.
Oh, okay.
Still got a few hours to hang if you're not busy later.
Yeah, if you want to come down here.
I have no wheels, so
Yeah.
that might be difficult, but
Dang.
yeah. I think I fly at 3:30. But anything before that, I've got nothing going on. Just hanging out.
Well, we're here with Lindsey. Do you know Lindsey?
I do not, I don't think.
Hi.
How do you not look
Oh, dear.
Lindsey? Oh,
Oh,
my
dear, Scott.
gosh.
You're done.
But I take it you play the violin or swing one around.
Oh, it's just a prop. No, yes, I do. Well, these are fun. I like jumping pictures.
Nice.
It's kind of very free. Yeah.
Lindsey dabbles at the violin.
Looks pretty pro.
Oh, that one is so
These are so I don't know. What's that painting? Reminds me of American Gothic.
American Gothic.
Very American Gothic.
I really like that it's a little tilted.
Oh, really?
I put it up straight, and now I was thinking, Did you see this one?
Ooh.
I think I did. That one's really cool. Very artsy.
It is.
And look at the wheat in the front.
I know,
how
and
it's
I didn't really do that
dark.
much to it.
It's got spots of. Okay, this is going in the pile.
It's colorful, just like Lindsey.
This one's pretty rad too. Oh, I just love the depth of the.
I like that one more.
You like this one better?
Yeah. The look down into the frame.
You're holding the bow very well. I like that. It's always my trouble with violinistas.
Why are you holding the bow so funny?
Like, that's how we do it.
That's how you hold the bow, you weirdo.
You've seen this one, though.
I have seen this one. Very da-da-da-da. Black and white one. This one is really cool.
And another friend is joining us. His name is Scott.
Oh, Scott.
Hello, Scott.
Hello.
So Ben does he does kind of like outdoor type photography. He's
Oh.
worked for a couple magazines and stuff. So he's at the outdoor retailer show. And then
Oh,
Scott
cool.
does like more like fashion model
Oh, really?
type stuff. Is that right, Scott? Is that how you classify yourself?
Yeah, kind of conceptual portraiture. It starts as fashion. Sometimes I'm starting to do a little bit more glamour too, but most of the time it's just kind of some weird idea and Photoshop the crap out of it.
Just a second, Lindsay. I'm going to check to see. Kat, it says, okay, I'm coming. Hold on. Oh, is she? Kat, I need to invite her to the Hangout or something like that. I don't think she's on the approved list.
Oh. Come on, Kat.
Does you know which one she is?
Oh,
I'm slowly posting up the 4 covers from the 4 issues we did for covering the trade show.
it doesn't look like her.
Well, here's the what you can do. Copy and paste. Send a message.
There we go.
Okay. Oh, don't get out of here. There we are. So, here is Lindsay.
Hi.
Hello.
Scott, do you know Lindsay?
Oh yeah,
Lindsay?
my daughter is a huge fan. So
Oh, really?
Where's your daughter now?
I don't know. Let me go find her. That's a great thing. I'll be right back.
Where's my
Oh,
sister?
so
My
you're
sister's
actually
with you.
in real life together. I didn't know that.
Huh?
Yes.
I kind of assumed you were also hanging out on Google, but I didn't make the connection that there weren't enough little pictures.
Oh, yes. He's like, I didn't know you guys were actually in the same room.
Oh, yes. We're here.
That's
Yeah, so did I tell you that? My
that's so
sister was
not
like-
true.
Calls me, he's like, hey, I saw stuff of that one girl that you took pictures of. It's like, I'm such a fan now. And
You're like, that
wow.
one girl, we're like BFFs.
Yes.
We hang. Not just on Google.
BFF 5, best friends for 5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Gotta put a sunset.
Oh, wait, I don't think I've known you for 5 years. I've known you about a year.
No, I'm saying that's our how long we've been friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you can re-up if you still want to. But
Okay, so once we get the cat.
No.
BF.
That was really stupid. Sorry.
I
I love her.
Funny.
I love her videos. Can't wait to see you in NorCal. You going to North
Right.
California?
Here's your fan club right
yes,
here in my
I am.
house.
Oh, here's your fans.
Oh, hey! Hey, guys!
Want me to move out of the picture?
No,
here?
you can stay, Scott. Oh, dear, Scott's bashfully hiding. We're just looking at some pictures that Scott took for me. I'm trying to decide what I want for my album cover. So we're looking through some pictures. But what are both your names?
I'm Sophie.
I'm Lexi. Nice to meet
Sophie
you
and
guys.
Lexi. Yeah.
Sophie and Lexi. Cool. So, yeah. It's really nice to meet
Hey,
you guys.
look, you have a. Do you know Luke? Have you ever met Luke?
I don't think I've met Luke.
This is Devin Graham's
Oh,
cousin.
I have heard of.
Are you
I have
cousin or
heard your name before.
uncle or something like that. That Luke?
I'm Devin's cousin,
Okay.
and
Gotcha.
I faked as Lindsay's photographer for her thing in New York. For a
Yeah,
couple of days.
and then Devin came and surprised me,
Oh.
but he had me like coordinate through Luke, and he was like, "My cousin
Okay.
Luke's gonna come film," so I let Luke know everything that he need, where to be, what time, and then Devin showed up.
tricky.
I lied just flat out too, just absolute
did.
lie.
You lied.
With your pants on fire.
Except for what kind of camera I use. I actually told you about my real camera equipment.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Well, it's good to meet you for real,
Nice to meet you.
face to face.
Yeah.
So where can I check out your music? Are you on Google Plus?
I
Apparently
am.
you've got a lot of fans.
I think I'm more of her publicist.
I don't do much on Google Plus. I'm a YouTube. That's my land, is YouTube and Facebook.
Well, they're very integrated these days.
I know. That's why I got to get more involved. With
Yeah, where's your violin? Right? We could do a concert.
The live Google concert?
Yeah.
That would be a sweet idea.
There's a girl that does that.
Really?
Google Plus. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There's actually quite a few. We've had there's a lot of musical hangouts where people play guitar and sing, and yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Okay, so your girls are going to help Lindsay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys want to help me pick out a picture that you like? You can tell me which one's your favorite out of the ones we've picked out so far. Okay.
All right. So, yeah, there is a link presently to this album because someone was asking. So I'm going to put it up, and then we'll go back to the pictures, and we'll, ta-da,
Ta-da!
and to the people here. Here's the ones we're presently looking at, and she's going to find if I missed any that I didn't choose or anything like that.
We're still seeing you, though, not the screen.
Oh.
Well, I just linked it in your chat and in the Google Hangout.
Okay.
So
How
let's
can I
go
just
back.
do the yellow ones?
We can undo the blue ones.
Oh.
So
So,
it's on it right now.
oh, it's on that
Yeah,
one?
uh-huh.
I don't think it is.
Here. It's delayed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Broken.
It's broken.
You can see her with the water, right?
No.
You see the one where the water is behind me? No?
We
I
see,
see
you,
the-
we see you in the field.
Yes, the orange.
Oh, there we go.
Go ahead.
There's the water.
Here we go. Okay, so these are the ones we picked up so far that we like. Black, white,
With the buzz.
random bus.
So that one's going to be a little hard for album.
Yeah, it's true.
But hey, there's other things you can
Probably
use
not
pictures
album for that one.
No, not the black and white.
Not the serious one. Dun, dun, dun,
That one
like
seems like epic heroic
violin
type thing.
superstar. Yeah, hero.
And then you can off-center it a little bit and have your little Lindsey Stirling.
Yeah. This was cool. This was, like, that's actually all smoke you see in the background.
Do you know what the title of the album is going to be?
Oh, it's just Lindsey Stirling. Since this is my first album, I'm just going to make it self-titled.
Any subtitle?
Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
Because that one looks like it could carry some great titles. The one
What?
of you walking left.
Oh, yeah, right here.
It's very introspective.
Do you guys like
You call it Lindsey Stirling, an introspective.
Lindsey Stirling thinking and walking.
Introspectacular.
Do you guys like the color or the black and white?
Yeah, definitely the color.
Yeah, the colors are so rich.
Yeah.
So far, one of them got an ooh and an ah from both girls, and that was the one with the water. So far, that's or not the one with the water. Yeah, it was the one with the water.
Well, they're all good.
Was the one that really got the shock value so far.
Okay, the one with, like, it was the very first one, right?
Yeah, one of the very first ones, yes.
Okay. Right.
Now, what
That's cute.
does this need to be cropped down to square?
Yes.
An album.
That is.
And then you got to tell her which one would you want as a poster as well.
Oh. Album or a poster. Like, this one wouldn't work as an album just because I don't think you could get it to a square, but it would be a cool poster.
We could get that to a square.
Scott's really good with Photoshop. He could
Oh, really?
probably extend
Oh.
that field.
Yeah, that'd be easy. I like that one. That's nice.
Another, like, thinking one. This one, to me, looks like almost like it's been put through, like, InDesign or Illustrator.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That one is really nice.
Let's see what it looked like.
It just needs a little more wobble.
A
Is there a
little more-
wobble filter?
A wobble?
You know, dubstep. Ta-da.
More cowbell.
We're dancing. And they can't see us.
That was a
you
bad
guys just
dubstep joke.
got dancing.
So that's what it looked like to begin with, so it's pretty close. I just lightened up your face.
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
Just to show you that it was that cool of a lighting situation.
Where'd you take these?
Where was this?
It was Saratoga Springs, some city. We're just kind of driving through near the fire, and it's just random
Like
fields.
in New York? Or is there another one?
Saratoga Springs in Utah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a mile from my house, a couple miles from my house. Oh, you know how to do things.
Yeah, I still have to say I like the very first ones with the water. Very it's got a great mood to
Yeah, we
it.
had a few more.
Let's
I like
see.
the
We haven't picked through these ones. You know, we kind of these are more just checking out some.
That's the one. Go back.
This
I like that
for
one.
my album.
I think people would not be shocked.
You know that one with the bow off to the side is super cute.
This one?
No, where it's under your nose. That is
Oh, the mustache.
yeah,
I think I posted that one.
Oh yeah.
That's a very playful image.
Oh yeah, no, I did see this one.
Aww.
Ow. I like the little lights in the background.
A little bouquet over your head looks like a halo.
I know, right?
Little do they know. Wait.
Little do they know that's that just comes with me. I actually like this one.
Mhm.
And then she looks.
Dude, this would have to be right next to each other.
An animated GIF.
I like the not smiling one better of those two.
I would agree.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Got more mystery to it.
Yeah.
If anyone out there, we're working on the computer, so if anyone watching wants to like reshare or write up a good like what we're doing, I'm not able to do that at the moment because we're using the computer to look at pictures.
This is a Zan pose, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Put your hand up on your...
Zan is engaged.
I know. I didn't even know she was dating
I
anyone.
don't think she was at that point in time.
So crazy. All right,
Like,
let's see
what you
it.
doing these that you know? I'm like, oh, they're a little expensive. It's like we're poor.
Okay, so as a general consensus, do you guys like the more smiley ones overall? Like
Yes. Oh wait,
Like-
you're asking them.
these kind, or that's not smiley. Goodness, where's the smiley ones? Hold on.
There are some. We promise.
You like
Sorry, I didn't keyword them. Smiley, non-smiley.
the more, where are the smiley ones?
Or we can go big like this. And watch, just a second. The thumbnail's making bigger.
Ooh. So, in general, do you guys like the more smiley ones? Like, yay! What is us?
I think I like the ones
both
where you're
depending
looking
what,
off camera.
where it's gonna be.
That's a nice one. Although I think I prefer it in color. But
Or wee!
that's a cute one too.
That would be tough on a square crop, maybe.
No,
That's
that'd be
true.
alright.
It'd be a little cramped, but because it's going to be a CD cover, right? Or does it not matter because CDs don't exist anymore?
No, it will be a CD cover. I'm going to make them exist for me.
Oh,
got-
and they also go on to, you know, iTunes as a square picture.
Yeah,
Right.
but this seemed to be,
Still click on it, I think.
was this your guys' favorite?
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's a wow shot.
I think I like the ones in the field better.
Number 15 is pretty decent too, Scott.
So she also has let's see, a version of this one without the sky, just water.
Mhm.
I like that more.
Yeah, I think I kind of like that one.
It's more focused on her.
And I gave her a third version with the black and white. Anyways.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay, Yay!
I like that picture. The one thing I would recommend keep in mind, though, is that so much of Lindsay's popularity has come from her dynamic dancing personality, upbeatness. And if I were to just see that cover, I would think that's just another,
her music
classical violin.
This. Yeah.
That to me says talented young violin that's probably just as boring as the rest of the violin. That is not a nice picture. That came out wrong.
I would agree with Luke wholeheartedly.
I really like. I'm looking at the Smug Mug one of the ones you showed. That's number. Wait.
Can you
showed
put
it before on Smug Mug? It's 79 of 95, where she's kicking her foot up and pointing the bow back in that direction with the orange sky behind her. That's one I feel like I love the lighting in that. That's classic Jarvie off-camera flash, but also it's got some of the quirky Lindsay dancing to it that says that it's more fun than just violin music.
That would definitely work as a square.
Mm-hmm. And I love it. I love all that the empty space above, for a poster or something.
When you were in thumbnail mode before, Scott, image number 15 of her in a field. Oh, when you had it only on your yellows, I think.
Yeah.
Or greens, or whatever color it is. Next one. That one. I like that one quite a bit because you've got that kind of strange leading line of darker grass that kind of arcs through the image. I think I like this picture quite a bit.
Sure.
I do think people expect to see a lot of your personality, though.
Yeah.
Some of these would definitely
I
work
like
as
that.
like a poster.
Whatever you
though.
just flip to. Flip back to whatever you were just on.
People would like as a poster too.
All the little girls and all the boys.
All the little girls and all the little boys. Woo! And my grandma.
And your grandma's going to have a poster?
I'm going to give her for her birthday.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Look, I could have one, right?
And I'm going to get
Yay!
you one for your birthday.
Not until then.
I have to send one to my daughters here, too.
Yeah. We're helping me pick one out.
All right.
I think that would be a cool poster. Do you guys like
I
that
like
one?
that one. I like that image a
black and
lot.
white version of that.
Yeah, I like
I think if you like it enough, we can find you someone that could help to make that a square.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you wanted to add more background and foreground, or just like add the sides, extend the sides out and make that a square, I think that's a great picture.
It's kind of blurry. It's not really detailed on the grass.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to extend that out.
No, I don't think that's a challenge at all.
Do you guys like the black and white or the color?
I always prefer the color.
Go back to black and white. Go back to black and white. I don't know. It's so pure in black and white, and just so completely focused on you, which I think is
pure. Lindsay.
Come on, I'm pure.
Not
We're
that
gonna
kind
do
of
it.
pure.
If we're going to do that in black and white, I think it added more drama to the sky, just personally.
Yeah. Cool, cool.
It seems really timeless in black and white.
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, American Gothic. It makes me think of historical.
Okay, let's actually do something real fast. We're going to keep going through, or did you go through the rest
We
of
went
this?
through the rest of them. Let's see, we go back to the beginning. Hold on. We'll scrub through them all real quick. And if anyone sees one that I didn't show before they really like, let's see. Start.
That one is promising.
This one?
Well, I tend to like the more serious ones, though. That's just me.
And that doesn't really... That's a good other picture for her.
I do like that one a lot. The bus one.
I do like the one of you sitting inside the bus door, black and white that Scott had. I do like that one.
These ones?
It's not this one yet. It's one you had shortlisted. Those are cute though. Yeah, I like it was.
That's cute.
In this
I like the reflection.
This is for your. That was. I did that.
I don't think that's a cover, but it looks like it'd be a great inside jacket.
Yeah.
Photo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's a good call, Ben.
What are you giggling about? I forgot.
I like the reflection too. I mean, that just turned out well.
Yeah,
That's
I like the reflection in it.
I know. That was a good photograph. Kudos to that photographer.
Who did that? Wow. Very talented.
So talented. That young man. I tell you.
Whoa, these ones are kind of already square. Violin power. Dun, 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 dun. I do like these ones too. The violin hobo.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I do like the color. I like. I don't so much.
I like that.
Holding the violin that way is just kind of odd, but that's just.
I know. It's
oddly
awesome.
I really like that one.
Who did that idea?
Either. It conjures
Is
up
that you? You just naturally just did it?
strong feelings of traveling. Like you've got your hobo bag over your shoulder and you're hitting the road.
For your next album of travel songs.
Yeah.
Travel songs. Travel dubstep.
I think the only thing I would change in this picture is I would remove those two darker bushes that are right behind her because they kind of draw the eye
Yeah.
direction.
Oh, I see.
Where I would want to be looking at you and then look to where you're looking.
Right.
Bushes pull me the other way. So I would just pop those out.
I agree.
Otherwise, I love that picture.
Do you guys like the old question of black and white or color?
I like them both.
Yeah, I like the color.
Yeah.
Probably color on this one.
You get so much great warm tone going on. I think it would be a shame not to do it with that one. Call it the Jarvie vignette going powerful there.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
This one has some really cool smoke in the sky.
Fire in the sky.
I set
Fire to the rain.
So I've been doing some research over here, Lindsay, and it turns out that you're really great.
Oh, thank you.
Turns out.
Not too bad.
As luck would have it, turns out you're really great at the violin.
You're like, if it's pretty bad, I just won't say anything.
Now my daughter's been just all over that YouTube video when it first came out. I love the circle through that field. That just really makes this picture composition really interesting.
Yeah, that is cool.
The other one doesn't have that.
Maybe these pictures will inspire me to come up with a better name than Lindsey Stirling for the album.
Just do a subtitle or something.
Yeah.
Lines of grass.
Setting fire to the rain.
Are there any title tracks?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Can't find the damn road.
What are the title tracks? Or what are the tracks of the titles?
The biggest tracks are Crystallize, Transcendence, and Electric Daisy. So they're not, well, Transcendence is a cool name.
I feel like Transcendence somewhat matches up with the ethereal look of some of these images.
Uh-huh.
And
Transcendence.
Transcendence. And that's very, uplifting title.
Electric Daisy is too.
Electric Daisy!
That last one's cool.
Yeah, I would agree. If you go back, I like...
that one looks like you're fencing.
Hi-ya!
It's got a lot of good lines in it. It's a nice picture. I don't like the black and white, though. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spruce that one up a little.
We'll save that one.
You just need to Photoshop in a little lightning coming off the bow, like you're shooting lightning at people.
That one? That's a great picture in a lot of ways. That one's got to make your top 10, I would think.
Okay.
It was already.
Oh, it was already. Oops, I took off the yellow.
Uh-oh.
You
Can't put it back on.
Daughter agrees that she likes this one a lot.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it wasn't easy to clear the wheat. Scott, Jeff, higher! I'm trying! Higher!
I have a
I actually had to tell her not to put her feet too close to her rum.
He's like, stick your
True.
foot up.
Yeah, if you kick yourself, it does all kinds of weird things.
Yeah. It's just
No, I love this picture, and
Yeah.
it's in my top 10, maybe the top 5, but the one thing that annoys me is the violin is not vertical.
I love that.
I love that. That's
I think
one of my
it's much
favorite
better for
parts.
it.
I actually really wanted it to be straight up and down. I was trying to get her to get it straight up and down. I was like, Lindsay, it's not straight up and down.
Tilt it up.
And then I looked back afterwards. I was like, I'm so glad she was not capable. Just joking.
For some
I
reason,
love
this.
it's in my top 10 pictures easily.
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite so far. For some reason, it makes me think of the Hatter.
Makes you think what?
Of the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter, yeah.
That's
The
you.
Mad
I like
Violet.
that one.
That's what I call it.
I like that one because it's not at all over the top, but it definitely, you kind of do a double take. It's a classical-looking violin that's on top of her head. The contrast
shows
is
your-
great too. I think that one would make a really good poster in that format.
Yeah,
Your fashion.
Yes. And you guys like the black and white better more
No.
than the color, right?
I prefer the color.
Yes, I do. I like the contrast in that black and white so much.
Yeah, I like the black and white on this
Yeah,
one in
I'll vote it.
particular.
This is a great shot.
Yeah, I like. This one has a lot of soul to it.
It does. It's a beautiful. That's again, yeah, much better in color.
Much better in color.
Yeah.
That one could look like Transcendence to me.
Yeah, that's true.
It does also look like you might be playing classical music in there.
It does.
True.
It's a Ofer Harnoy cover.
Sweet. Okay, I think that's most of them.
Okay, you're going to go through really quickly.
Sophie gave you up. She liked this one.
Or posted.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to really quickly go through the stuff that was never posted and not edited to see if there's any that should survive. Maybe hit 6 for red. If any of these are worth me just editing in general.
That's kind of cool, maybe? No?
No, not at all cool.
Lame.
That one's nice.
This one?
Yeah, that's worth editing.
Okay. Wait, where do I press?
6.
6.
Let's see if I can make it stay around. Oh, let's double check real fast to see if there's any questions or comments. Da-da. Oh, holy cow. There are some. I can do this while we're going to them. Okay, go ahead.
You did that one, right? I think so.
None of these I've done. I probably just did a other version. The second, I just did another button.
Oh.
Da-da-da. Okay, we need to mute whoever's hitting the keyboard hard. Ben's hitting the keyboard.
Am I clicking too loud, Lee?
It's audible.
Hey, that one's a keeper.
Okay.
Are there any in that?
Look at that smirk.
Are
I
there,
don't
even
know why
know
I
what
didn't pick that
that's
one
saying.
earlier. Oh, yeah.
That looks like
that
trouble.
One. I wanna-
Take that one?
Yeah.
are there any in this crop where she's not looking at the camera?
Huh?
Are there any in this crop where she's not looking at the camera?
There you go.
The bust crop?
There. Ding. Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah, we already picked that one.
Yay.
Yay.
That one.
Scott likes this one for some reason. Ooh, I kind of like this one.
There you go.
Well done, Mr. Jerry.
Print it.
Hey,
Camera.
stop. Stop the teasing. Watch this. This is what you don't look at a picture how it is, but its potential.
I agree. Crop it down to right above the violin.
Look, we can even do the 1-1 crop.
Right. Little lower.
Oh no, I like it a little.
I'm just my
Yeah,
head.
that'd be either higher or lower.
Yeah, you got to go much lower, otherwise it looks like you just kind of missed. There, a little bit above the hands, maybe. There you go. I don't know. You got so many other good pictures. I wouldn't even play with it. Now it's a
I'd say keep that crop in mind next time you're taking pictures of a homely violin player. That'd be nice. In this case, I think we've got better ones to work with.
You need to have like an apple.
I think you just said that you're not homely. Score.
Yay!
Yes.
Scott agrees, apparently.
What?
I love that actually. I mean, not for a cover, but just in general. I think it's really cool.
It is cool. And
See?
like liner notes pictures.
What the hell is that? What are you using? What is that?
It is the brush, but it doesn't display correctly in Lightroom or on a Hangout.
Google
I thought you
Plus.
had a special Jarvey tool I didn't know about.
Yes.
Google Plus messes with the brush displays.
I would even move her further to the left and like just right up into that corner and just break all the rules.
No one puts Lindsay in a corner.
Yeah, like that. Even more.
Listen to these guys.
I love it.
Yeah, it's all like fake Lomo.
Well, that's Jarvey. Oh, Captain
I like it.
Vignette.
I kind of like how that works, of like the balance of the one leg having the sock higher and the other leg having the bow there.
Didn't even plan that.
Oh my goodness.
Very interesting.
Yeah, right. And
Hey.
in black and white.
Yes.
No.
A black and white version, at least.
Yes. I actually like that. That's very cool.
I know. You got to see the potential.
It looks cool in black and white too.
That's what it's all about. Potential.
Just like physics.
Sorry, I doubted the Scott Jarvey.
That wasn't you. It's all these people. Let's see here. Okie dokie. Next, we found
Found a little gem. Okay. Yep, not happening. That's kind of fun.
That's a Lindsay
I
move.
kind of like that one.
That one would have been cute in the field.
That one's fun.
I do like that one. Oh,
Holy dance move there.
hey, it's my, it's like that. Oh, there's Zan.
There's Ann.
She was single on this photo shoot. She's now engaged.
Woo!
Don't know
She
how
went
long
all the way from single to engaged.
that.
That's
Yep.
impressive.
That's quick.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
That's fun.
Oh, she's gonna watch this.
Well, she is a catch, so don't surprise me.
That's a great picture.
This one?
Yeah, I want to do her wedding pictures because she is photogenic.
She is so photogenic. The bus. Oh,
It's still on the floor when I
yeah.
made it fall off. See, we got so many of these sealed ones already. You better
This
click
makes
it.
the
You better
pile
click it.
of good. Man, there has been some real bad ones.
Stop.
This is one of her better shots.
I like the expression.
This is kind of cool. Anybody? Yeah? No?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I like it.
Different than all the others, I suppose.
Kind of fun. Typical face from me.
I like that one. Whee, twirl.
Just a second.
Oh,
I like that.
dance.
I actually want to add. She's under Catherine, so I'll add her
No
too.
wonder.
Catherine, you can now join. You'll see it on my page. You'll see the ability to join if you refresh my Google Plus page.
Yeah. These all need sound effects.
She has a fan club, and the president might come in and hang out with us.
Aha.
Go back, I like this one.
Like this one?
Yes.
Add that to the file. That might be cool in like black and white.
And I like this one quite a bit too.
Oh dear, my stomach is showing. Oh, let's get away from there.
Oh, that's sexy.
Oh, that's good.
This is
Hey,
a
I
good picture right
recognize
here.
that car.
What a nice looking vehicle.
Can you put that one on your?
Dirty
You want me to get that?
Oh. Whoa, snack from. Oh. All I remember is that was not easy to jump like that.
And I
you
think
can
it's
see it
all
on my
well.
face.
Hey!
Hi, Kat.
Hey.
We're looking through pictures.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching, but I couldn't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I didn't put any of these in the other one, did I?
Oh.
What was I thinking? You better put one in there.
That's a nice one.
Wait, this one?
Yeah, that's funny. Black and white.
Turns out that's the sound my keyboard makes.
It's got that one right there. Right, go back one. That one. That's a beautiful shot.
She's in control. Talk to the lady.
Well, that's kind of cool. Wish my violin wasn't touching my legs. But...
Yeah.
Correct.
Awkward underlighting.
Oh,
Campfire look.
The
gotcha.
voice activated light stand wasn't high enough there.
Just not tall enough.
Oh, that one's kind of snazzy.
Is that a sprinkler?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you see a lot of these other shots from lower, because I don't want the sprinkler in it too much. Sprinkler?
Sprinkler.
Sprinkler.
The sprinkler was a little annoying.
Those damn sprinklers.
They call them that in Utah. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
That one's interesting.
Ooh.
There's your hair.
Feathers.
Feathers.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, what a nice looking vehicle.
Hey, Catherine, you need to mute where you were watching it on air. Let's watch it here.
Upper right hand corner is a microphone.
Holy cow, my face! What the heck?
Does that work or no?
No, we still hear you. In the upper right hand corner of the hangout.
Well, no, I was just saying it sounded like she was listening to it still on the video version instead of
You hear
just here.
Best face.
You hear the car comment. Oh, that's a nice one.
But yeah.
Looks like you just took a bite out of it.
It does. It looks like you took a bite out of it.
If that was your album, go
Oh
back.
my gosh.
If that was your
Lindsey Stirling
wait,
music.
let's do this.
No. Stop it.
Let's square crop this. I just want you to think about this. Lindsey.
Remember, you have to see the potential.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm seeing it already. Yeah, it's better.
Can you imagine this though? I mean,
Oh my
personally,
gosh.
I like actually this expression better. So let's do this. Kat,
Yes.
what do you say?
I think it's funny.
You see the potential here? What are her fans?
Potential.
You are the voice of her fans.
Haha.
Tell us.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, but it is funny.
Yeah, Sophie says it looks like she's taking a bite out of it.
It does.
I know. And it didn't taste that great.
I'm like,
I
I
love
didn't
it.
like it. I didn't like the bite that I took.
That could be your subtitle, taking a bite out of the music world.
There you go. Transcending the bite.
Lindsey Stirling. Tastes
All
great.
This could be, and I can send it to some, ad campaign for like keyboard cookies.
People will like post this. They're going to go, this is the craziest album cover I've ever seen.
My little one's
That's how you
playing.
want your PR, right?
Exactly. This girl's a freak. That's exactly what I
I
want.
just marked it red for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
What does market red mean?
Now we're just marking it just because these are all ones I haven't edited. So if you mark some red, I'll remember.
Oh,
and,
okay.
It's an easy
get
way
them
to
in.
sort pictures. You got 5 colors to choose from. It's an easy way to just kind of say, keep these. Scott and I use a similar system. I see you just kind of pick the ones that you have potential and then mark them red, yellow, blue, and so on.
Yeah, I've already used some of the other types of filtering, so red is one of the only ones that I haven't used.
Okay, there we go. I think that is it. We've got our. Oh, what do I do right?
Blue and yellow.
Well, you got a lot of really nice shots in there.
Yeah.
For sure.
How long did you guys shoot for?
Oh, 3 hours.
Okay, the
Wow.
first picture was taken, 2 hours off. Taken at 6:20, and the last picture was taken at 9. So
Yeah,
that's
so like
2.5 hours.
There you go.
Dang.
Dang.
You are
Dang.
smart, girl.
And it felt like 10 minutes, didn't it?
So we had so much fun.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not black and white, though. I like this picture a lot, but not black and white. The sky is so interesting in color.
Well, where did it go?
Click over.
It's the one in the left. There you go.
Yeah, definitely. I'm usually a fan of black and white, but
Okay, pick like 5 of them real fast, and we can make them square,
Okay.
and then we'll finish up.
So how do I make? What color should I make them?
I know we've used like all the colors.
Oh dear.
Let's use green. That's,
Add them to a quick collection, Scott. Just
I know.
What do I do? How do I make it green?
8.
8.
You want to see that one as a square?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is a square. Why not this one?
You wanted to see your yellows, actually?
Yeah. I like that one. Help me pick out the 5 that we should put as a square. Maybe that
I
one.
like
What about
that.
that one?
Yeah, I like that one in color.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I like this one in color.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
That one. Still like that one. Love the feel. That's cute.
That should go like on the inside.
And
I
that's
don't
a
think this
great
would
picture.
work as a square though.
But
Yeah, but
mark
we
it.
can make that work as a square if you really needed it to. That's not that bad.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
get the whole
that's my
violin
favorite.
square.
And this one's beautiful. And that one's beautiful.
This one?
Lindsay's beautiful.
Think that one.
The drop it, Scott.
That one. That one.
I don't like the foreground in these ones as much as just the thick, consistent grass wheat.
I would agree. The other ones compositionally are ideal.
Alright, so now just do the green ones and
Here, say hi.
hi!
Hi!
What's that face for, Scott?
I make faces when I look at myself.
Where's your tie?
My tie?
Yeah, I've never seen her without a tie. It's never tied. It's
Oh, because I used to do those those competition things on Sundays.
Yep.
You wore a tie?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
it was just like hanging around it wasn't tied. It was just around. You know?
He
That's
couldn't get the
how-
clip to work. The clip never worked for him, so he just...
the clip. Clip on.
I like your hair, Lindsay.
Oh, thank you. I was just telling Scott I invented a new hairstyle today. There's like a little braid / pigtail. I was kind of excited about it.
Yeah, so I'm going to answer a couple things. The vignetting is usually added with a brush. I just brush in some dark around the corners. And then, any other questions? Send me an invite. That's a question. You're here.
Yay!
This person love your music and your style. Let's see.
Oh, thank you. Wait, who is it?
Sam Monsivais.
Sam.
Actually,
Thank you,
no.
Sam.
And then,
Ooh, can you show them also? I love the picture you took of me when I was on the trampoline and I'm jumping the pencil jump. Can you show them that picture?
we could look at all those.
I thought about using one of those ones too because those ones are like maybe using one of these for a poster and using.
Oh yeah, the black and white one would be cool.
Yeah, the jumping ones, you know.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
I was on a miniature trampoline. And those were really fun. I love there's a pencil jumping one that he took. That's really funny.
Okay, let's see. I can show some of those. Lindsay.
Funny.
Oh, there's Lindsay, the Phantom pictures.
Oh. Those ones are pretty cool too.
They're not too bad, huh? Wait, did we do the studio before or after that?
It was after that.
GK.
You take so many pictures. Holy cow.
Yes, there are a couple in here. Let's practice. Here's some others from another little thing. Because I'm studio, obviously. This is what I want to do. This one as a animated GIF. This one?
Yeah, that one. Or where's the Oh, sorry, you guys aren't seeing it yet.
Oh no, they are.
No, they're
It's kind of frozen.
Yeah, it's kind of frozen.
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
There they are.
What if you turned that one into black and white?
And this one, I think.
I love that other one, Scott. That's awesome.
It's already square.
Black and white that?
Yeah, try that in black and white.
V.
I like that.
That was kind of fun.
If you lighten the shadows just a little bit.
Okay, so I told her that what she needs to do is have 10 different album covers that people can collect as collectors.
Now you're talking.
Get your 10, let's collect them all. And
Or you can just do a special edition black and white album.
Yes, the collector's edition gets you.
whoa, look, I got some air there. Holy cow.
Oh, no, don't tell him the trick.
Dear.
Don't tell him
Oh, we gave it away. Dang it.
So that's how you were
Gosh,
doing
that's
it.
so small.
We took it out into the field as well.
I like this one a lot. What do you guys think of this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting.
I like that face. A little better. Your eyes look a little better on that one.
We thought about making that one the back and maybe one of these jumping ones the front. I don't know. Any thoughts? Do you guys like the other pictures better from the fields, or do you like
Yeah, for an album cover, I think I like the field photos more.
I would agree.
Do you want to
What if you put like one of the field pictures like on the front, and then one of the jumping pictures like either on the back or on the inside?
Yeah, I could do that.
And then when you do your sexy rock music, you can do this one.
These ones remind me of like, whoa.
80s.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that?
Ooh, not so much.
That one looks like you should have Excalibur in your hand instead of a violin.
Now, I thought about naming my violin Excalibur after some of these pictures we've done.
Maybe you should.
Excalibur!
That's a nice one.
That's super classical. It's great looking, but I
You
would
have a
expect
couple
you
of them, the field ones, and this
Yeah,
one
yeah.
for when you do like your religious music, do your hymns, Sunday
My Deseret
music.
book album.
Yes.
Sabbath with Lindsey is what I'll call it.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, fun. Let's go back to your others real fast. Lindsey, where is it? Oh, Stirling.
Okay. I think green.
Ta-da.
All right. Well, awesome sauce.
Well, guys, thanks.
Thanks for your input and helping me and Scott take some pictures.
Well, thanks for
You got it.
daughter's little thrill there too. That was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they joined in. That's fun.
The oldest one is a flautist, and she's gone to state 3 times in a row now, and she just went to her regional competition for flute and placed, and she's just 7th grade, so she's rocking it.
Wow, good for her.
So that was a nice little boost. I think that'll go well. A lot of mileage on that one, hopefully.
Awesome. Yeah, tell her to keep it up. That's so great. I miss the like orchestra days and that kind of stuff. That was fun times.
All right. Well, thanks, Lindsey, for coming and joining in the fun.
Thanks for having me, Scott.
Yay.
Thanks
And
for
thanks
inviting me.
everyone for joining.
You're
Until
welcome.
next time with Scott and Lindsey. Tune in next
I
time.
should totally have like a segment.
Wow, we would make great talk shows.
We
You know,
would.
like the new
Absolutely.
Scott and Lindsey.
You totally should.
You could be popular on YouTube if we did that.
We could start like a YouTube channel or something.
A YouTube channel? Do you know how to do that,
Well, I've
Lindsey?
heard of such things. I don't know. Sounds kind of silly, really childish.
I do have friends that use YouTube.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
We could
talk
talk
to them.
to these friends.
Yes. We
Okay.
could bring on people and go.
You could write them a letter. Mail it to them.
Right, that's how you do it these
What would
days.
be the subject?
And you should do a concert, and you could even have the guys from YouTube come out and film it.
Uh-huh.
That could be
This would
cool.
be fun to do like a Google concert. You know, Google.
Our show has a little concert at the end.
Yeah, and that's me every time.
It's
We have
you.
another special
No, and
artist
then each time we look at pictures that we do a different photo shoot for you each time.
Somebody's got an ego. Ugh.
Yay!
Awesome.
That sounds like fun. It really
So
does.
fun.
Hey Scott, we should do another Iron Editors, man. Miss that.
Oh yes, we should.
I bet you-
Oh, I never got to do one of those. Those always sounded so fun.
They were
Hey,
They
Lindsey.
are. It's a good idea. It could be a lot of fun. Okay.
All right. Let me know if you want to make it this way and get lunch.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
If you
I will.
want to mess with one of those pictures of Photoshop, man, you give me a holler.
Oh, thank you.
He'll turn it square for you.
You'll make it square.
He'll
I do
remove
really
that
like
bush for you.
I really like the violin on the head one. I think that was cool.
I love that one, yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Thanks
All
all.
right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.